Hello everyone, we are finally starting with the first match of Pro League Season 3's third play day, I guess. I hope I'm not wrong. Let's have a look at today's match. It's between MADLADS Esports and IOWN Esports. So they are both playing for the first time in this tournament, and this is their first match in this group stage as well. So this is the roster for MADLADS, and let's have a look at the roster for IOWN Esports. I think we know Jedi probably, or maybe Lucifer XGC, obviously from Team XGC. I guess his team is also playing, but it's in the other group. And let's have a look at the map bands. And the map that we'll be playing on today is Clubhouse, and Mad Lads will be going on defense. So, other than that, you can have a look at the group standings on tournament.com. The link can be found in Discord channels, in the standings channel, and you can also find it on Facebook and WhatsApp, etc. So that's it, and let's get into the game. So the operator bans have already started, and Mira is being banned by MADLADS, and also Hibana being banned by MADLADS, as they will be going on attack, so they can do hard breach denial. Sorry about the notification, I forgot to turn on. Do not disturb, that won't happen again. So Mira and Hibana being banned by MADLADS, and Montani and Echo being banned by IOWN Esports. So, an unfortunate turn of events, we would be going for a short break. I'll be back with the result. We are back in action, guys. Sorry for the wrong settings. And once again, here we go. We have to unfortunately continue because it's already late and there's not much we can do about pings. So we have to continue the match like this for now. Actually, most of the players have bad pings. I mean, we can wait for one round, and if the pings are fixed, we can continue. Otherwise,
Attackers need to locate and defuse as many bombs as they can.
First round, unfortunately MADLADS have to play on a disadvantage as one of their players has left the game, and still I guess they would not
10 seconds left.
be lacking any reinforcements, I guess, because 8 reinforcements are
5 seconds
enough
to insertion.
to reinforce this site, I hope. Unfortunately MADLADS were very late in coming to the lobby as one of their players was stuck in traffic, so their rehost has already been used, and after a wrong setting, we are not having a good day so far. Let's hope that's fixed. And we had to rehost once again because of the wrong settings. And now we have bad ping. So nothing going our way.
Bomb located by attackers.
So Jaeger getting the first frag on Twitch inside of Garage, so making it even. So 4v4 right now, and Jackal will be tracking the Jaeger very soon, and the Baku getting a nice hipfire headshot onto the alibi while eating a lot of damage. So Jackal is still tracking the Jaeger of Uzi, but he's back on site. So it's 3v3 now, as Sax God immediately refragged onto, I guess, Demon IOWN. We have to play this one round, and then we can go for rehold, but Thatcher will also be taken out by Sax God. So it's 3v2 so far, and Sax God getting another kill, a triple kill for him so far, as Jackal of Jetty makes his way to blue. He has to contest 3 defenders all from every side, and now Uzi. So unfortunately the pings have not fixed so far. So we will be going for a short rehost, and we'll be back, and this is, I promise, the last rehost. hopefully the pings are fixed now. Yes, indeed the pings are fixed, and first round going in favor of MADLADS, and having a successful defense on Church despite the man disadvantage. They were 4v5, but with the nice 3k from the bandit of Sax God, I believe they won the round easily. So one round going in favor of MADLADS, and for the second one we'll be going to CCTV and a Cavera, but actually she will be sixth picked off of to the, I don't know yet, to the Muzzy. Who actually he picked Muzzy first, but he's not gonna show him, so that's why he's sixth picking off of the Cavera to the Muzzy to play with the mind of the attackers.
Attackers need to locate and defuse as many bombs as they can.
So Jaeger bringing the shield, and the Mozzie might be bringing the C4, yes, so there will be 2 C4s and a set of barbed wire in hands of the bandit. Me, Valkyrie actually running the silencer, suppressor on the Deagle, I believe. So the Valkyrie will be setting up some camera, so this camera actually can see into the logistics office as well as the construction room. So the attackers have mostly spawned towards the warehouse, and I believe one of the defenders was going for a spawn peek, or maybe not. So that's just the Jaeger contesting the main garage door, and he will also be contested by the attackers that are trying to breach the wall towards the southwest side of garage. He is gonna look for a pixel angle, but he's not gonna find anyone's head. So far the Twitch of Lucifer has actually managed to get outside of Jacuzzi, and Mozzie trying to quick peek the buck, but he will miss his grenade as it was not cooked perfectly, as the Capita of his Jawad will take care of the nice headshot from his Jawad onto Farmi, and he also got rid of Lonesome playing inside of garage, even though he ate up a lot of damage, but he has a big job for his team, and I believe the Mozzie is gonna run out on the Buckies. He's not being careful very soon, but the Buckies are actually taken care of by the Valkyrie. She probably had a camera outside, I believe, maybe not. The Thermite actually using both of the Thermite charges to open up the wall completely, as the Legion was trying to get aggressive on the breach wall. Meanwhile, Valkyrie has swapped places, actually taken the place of Jaeger inside of garage, so she has coverage from an ADS, and she's not been contested by anyone at the garage door, but she will be contested by someone outside the breach. She might just see the pistol or the gun hanging out of the Thermite, and the Thermite Capita actually is Jawad actually getting his third frag so far into this round, and he still has a lot of utility to dump, so he's being very useful so far, and it's all down to Uzi and Vaguest Future, and Uzi will go down to Lucifer, and now it's all up to the Legion of Vague Future, and he'll be taken care of by Controller. So another dominant round, flawless victory I believe for Team MADLADS. So I don't know if the bandit even tried to go for the bandit trick or not, but I think he died to the Capita when he pushed inside of garage. But let's see if the defenders, the attackers can adapt. Actually, defenders can adapt to the attack of IOWN Esports in their next round. So once again they're gonna go to CCTV cash room. Pretty same lineup except the addition of the Jaeger. Actually they had the Jaeger last time around, but it was in the hands of Lonesome, and this time it will be in the hands of Uzi, and no Mozzie so far. But the smoke will sixth pick onto what? Onto what? Tell us. IQ will actually sixth pick onto the Zofia, and smoke will sixth pick from the smoke to the smoke. This way he can get 4 smoke canisters instead of 3. So Valkyrie rocking some weird skin. I have not seen this one before. Legion actually rocking the nice Legion Elite, and this is the first time I'm seeing this skin. Pretty strange.
Attackers have located a bomb.
So
10 seconds left before
Team MADLADS will be reinforcing the bottom part of the garage, and they are gonna
5 seconds
go.
left before
They're gonna try to maybe bandit trick this time around. So he has the ADSs and he will be assisted by his friends playing inside of garage. So he should be able to bandit trick this time around if they have learned anything from the last time. And the Capitao actually still in hands of his Jawad, who actually got a 3k, I believe. Oh yes, 3k last time around. So if it weren't for him, the team might have not won the round, as he actually provided them with a huge lead earlier on in the round. And the attackers actually looking for a Valkyrie camera outside, as one of the defenders get disconnected from the game, but there is no rehost left for MADLADS, therefore they have to continue like this. And Yuzi will be contested by the Zofia of Jedi outside of garage. He is not sitting on top of the garage, a catwalker, but he is instead using the coverage from the bikes. And he will very soon be droned out, probably. Yes, he was droned out by the Capitao, and Capitao is Jawad actually getting the kill once again on Yuzi inside of garage, as the smoke actually immediately swaps position with the Jaeger, and he will be trying to hold off onto garage, and he will be soon contested by the Capitao of Jawad, but smoke taking care of its Jawad. Meanwhile, bandit trick ongoing to prevent the thermite from thermite tricking any of the walls, or thermite open any of the walls. Meanwhile, Twitch getting rid of smoke inside of garage as well, and finally the wall has been opened up. So while the bandit is trying to bandit trick the wall, his teammates are dying left and right, so there's not much he can do but to save himself as well, as he has already eaten a lot of damage from the Zofia probably, and he's also been droned out. So he is gonna drop. He doesn't have the C4 that he could use to deny the plant from downstairs, but he'll be soon seen by the attacker inside of garage. But the plant is meanwhile going down, and the plant will be struck by the Legion. And what is this? What is going on? The Twitch and Legion 1v1 now between me and Lucifer's Lucifer of IOWN Esports. She will have plenty of time to stick the bomb, and Farmi will just get in time, but he might not be able to. Yes, he will be able to actually get the pre-fire kill on the Twitch. I believe Twitch was reloading her gun, as she did not have many bullets to fire upon the bandit. So a nice clutch from the bandit, reading into the situation and immediately sprinting towards the Twitch, and a nice try from Lucifer as well. So 3 rounds down, we are at a score of 2-1 in favor of MADLADS, even though it didn't look like they will win the round in the start, but now they have won the round. Vague Future actually getting a triple kill in the last round, and Lucifer also got a double kill, but he couldn't clutch out the round as he didn't have enough bullets, I believe, in his FAMAS to fire upon the bandit of Far.me.
Attackers need to locate and defuse as many bombs as they can.
So once again, as they have defended this church site 3 rounds ago, actually 2 rounds ago, so they can go back to church now, as it's unlocked for them, and site of CCTV will be locked for them right now. So MADLADS have decided to go back to church, and they will be playing the alibi on Lonesome, who most probably will be roaming upstairs as she is reinforcing the hatches in
5
bar.
seconds to go.
I don't think any of the attackers have seen her, but actually Lucifer might have seen her,
Attackers' objective is
and
to locate a bomb
might have
and
also
defuse it.
heard her. So Lucifer solo spawning towards construction, and the other attackers are spawning towards main gate. So Yuzi making some rotation holds inside of
Attackers have
church
located a bomb.
and inside of Arsenal actually. Lucifer getting the first kill onto Lonesome, which we were talking about earlier in the round, who was reinforcing the hatch. So most probably Lucifer killed, I don't know where she killed the alibi, most probably inside of top room. Oh. I don't know where she died. Nevertheless, the thermite has already got an inside of kitchen, and he will be trying to open up the kitchen hatch, but there are some holes that Qaid and Legion can use to
Bomb located by
impact
attackers.
trick, and they will be successful actually in impact tricking the hatch, and that's poor from the thermite, as actually he should have known there are some pre-made holes, and he should have someone watch the holes to deny the Legion from impact tricking, or if they had any flashes they could have used the flash grenades or the stun grenades to, you know, prevent the Legion from aiming perfectly at the hole and throwing the impacts to deny the thermite charge. But for now it will be denied, and the attackers would not be able to open up the hatch as they don't have any Hibana or Maverick. Meanwhile, not Shax but Sax God and Farmi getting a kill of their own on controller and Lucifer. So it's Jawad making going all the way down to the main stairs. He probably has not been seen by any of the defenders yet, but he'll be seen by the bandit of Sax God. He'll be taken out by his Jawad, and a lot of frags for his Jawad so far, and he'll be droning out for himself. And Thermite has actually made his way back to kitchen. He cannot open the kitchen, but he might just get a frag onto the Legion that is still peeking out of the hatch. He sees his feet, but he's not able to land any shots as it's too little, and he might just land a headshot, and yes, he will land a headshot onto the Legion. So it's suddenly, actually, the Thatcher also died to the Jaeger, so now it's all up
15
to
seconds
Jedi.
remaining. 10 seconds.
So the defender once again winning out the church defense, and MADLADS taking a huge lead on IOWN Esports, even though it's Jawad and Lucifer are playing really well on their side, but still the team needs to step up and support their teammates in Lucifer and Jawad. Sorry.
Attackers need to locate and defuse as many bombs as they can.
For the fifth round of defense, we'll be going to gym bedroom. So Lonesome, the smoke of Lonesome actually making a rotation inside of bedroom and gym, and making some holes at feet level to be able to see any attackers that hop in through this window or come into this
10 seconds
through this
to
door
go.
right here after breaching this wall. So these are some standard holes, and they are not gonna hold on to, actually they are gonna hold on to cash room. I
Attackers are
I
moving
think
out
this
to
is the
locate
first
a
time we are
bomb and
seeing any team hold on to cash room on a gym defense, and that's pretty good actually. Let's hope they can successfully hold this area, but they have not brought any batteries over here or any holes on top of the walls to deny the thermite charges with their impact grenades or anything like that. But the smoke of Lonesome will make it rotate inside the construction towards cash room. Meanwhile, the castle actually being contested by the jackal on top of the hatch, but he will see his head but not land any headshots on him,
bomb has been
while
located.
the Twitch actually tries to rotate to the other side, but she might not be aware of it. But there's not an angle that you can easily get on the position of Vaguest. While the bandit is going for a bandit trick, he might just be able to do the bandit trick. Actually, he in the process of bandit tricking, he gets taken out by Demon on the gym window, and he will finally get the wall open. So some nice coordination from Jedi and Demon, as they both really uh, communicated well, and controller actually needs to move so that his friend can open up the castle barricade, and finally the Zofia will go inside, and they have actually already started to smoke off this side. Lucifer will eat a lot of damage from the smoke grenade. He does not have the diffuser. I don't know why he got into the side if he didn't have the diffuser. If he's inside to provide cover to his teammate in Jawad, he'll also be taken down by smoke, and smoke also downing and knifing. This is a flurry of kills for Lonesome, so he downed two of the guys and finished two of them, and finally Lonesome getting a 4k I believe in the last round. So very nicely played by the smoke of Lonesome, as he got rid of most of the attackers in that round, preventing Capitao and the Twitch to plant inside of gym bedroom. So if we have a look at the scoreboard, Far.me and Lonesome have 5 kills each. On the other hand, it's Jawad and Lucifer mostly carrying their weight, their team's weight, actually not their weight, but so Yuzi still has to find a kill. Actually, maybe he got a kill in the first round, after which we had to go for a rehost, but I think after that he has not gotten a single kill and has died 2 times. So he might be, it's not all about kills, so he might be caught in,
Attackers need to locate and
helping
defuse as many
his
bombs
team
as
in
they
other
can.
ways that we cannot show on scoreboard obviously. So now they can go back to CCTV once again for the last defense on Clubhouse. Let's see if the attackers of IOWN Esports can repeat their last attack and get actually not the last attack but the attack before the last one, because in the last attack the Twitch couldn't clutch it out against the bandit of Far.me.
10 seconds
But the
left
defenders have
before
actually not succeeded in bandit tricking the wall once
5
so
seconds
far
to
in
go.
this match, neither on this side of the map or on the other side of the map
Attackers are
near
moving out to
Jacuzzi.
locate a bomb and defuse it.
So most of the attackers spawning towards warehouse, and it's Jawad once again bringing out the Capital with the diffuser and the stun grenades instead of the claymore. So a lot of utility in hands of this Jawad, and a nice gun in Para 308. So he knows how to use it. He has been getting rid of the guys that are playing inside of
Bomb
garage,
located
but
by attackers.
that might not happen this time, as Sax God has actually swapped over to an alibi, and he could be using the prismas to deceive him, but she has not deployed any prisma so far, and Lonesome actually eating some damage, and he might just die to the guy playing outside of. You just see the head of him. He thrashed it, but he will miss a lot of shots, and finally the Capital is Jawad getting another frag onto the bandit. So once again it's Jawad preventing the bandit from bandit tricking. It's Jawad has actually made it very difficult for the bandit of Far of me to bandit trick the wall, and that is really good from him, but the defenders have somehow still managed to won the last round, but Let's see if they can repeat that one. As Alibi tries to peek out of the garage door, but she will not see anyone. If only she knows that the Thatcher is still rappelling outside of the main garage door, but she will soon be contested by the captain of Jawad, and she will be seen by Jawad, but Jawad not checking his corner, as immediately she is traded with by the IQ, and the IQ is being traded by the Mozzie of Uzi. So Jeddy and the Thermite and Thatcher are still outside of main garage, as he will eat some damage, I believe, from his own teammate, maybe, as Uzi was actually proning inside of garage, so I don't think he fired the bullet which connected with it Jeddy. But on the other part of the map, Lonesome getting the head of Lucifer, and ooh, a nice try for a flick, but controller finally getting rid of it. What are you doing? You cannot rotate that way. He'll finally down, actually. I don't know if he downed the Mozzie, or maybe he died to there was no Claymore, I believe, but maybe the Thermite might have downed her. And looks like they have info on her that she's down, but if the Thermite can go in and confirm the kill or not, that will depend on the Legion, who is actually not providing any cover to Mozzie right now. So it's down to a 1v2, and the HP advantage is fairly in favor of Vague Future. I would like to call him, I cannot pronounce Vague West Future. So the Thermite will make its way inside, and that's really poor from Thermite, as he did not wait for his friend in Controller to be able to get a refrag, and but nevertheless Controller will still get the headshot on Vague Future, and very poorly played by Vague Future. And if you didn't know, Controller is actually playing with a controller, and he is landing his headshots, so that's good for him. And his teammate in Thermite should have waited for him to be able to trade the Legion out, but nevertheless he still took out the Legion at the end, and the last attack going in their favor. So 4-2 in favor of MADLADS. Let's see if the tables can turn when the roles have swapped, and this time MADLADS will be attacking.
Defenders, protect your bombs from being defused by attackers.
So IOWN Esports going down to Church for their first defense, bringing out the Pulse and the Vigil for the row, probably in the hands of Lucifer. So
seconds to insertion. 5 seconds left before insertion. Attackers are moving out to locate a bomb and defuse it.
two of the attackers spawning towards warehouse, and the Vigil is actually playing inside of strip club. He might not be droned out by anyone. Yes, he just knifes the drone inside of strip club. Actually, he is being droned out by Sophia and the Maverick that are pushing him inside of strip club, as the IQ of Vague Future has actually held an angle onto him, so to prevent him from rotating towards bar, she's trying to see if she can detect the Vigil, as if he tries to use his ERC7 gadget, the invisibility cloak gadget, towards the drone only, he will be detected by the IQ if he's using. Yes, she will detect him, but he will not be able to land any headshots on him as he's sitting behind some cover. But she will point out to her friend that she has detected the Vigil inside of Strip Club, and he's being pushed by 3 attackers, and he's also been droned out, so he's probably been droned out and he will be killed immediately by the IQ of Wake Future, I believe. And the Maverick, on the other hand of the map, will get rid of the Jaeger, who actually came to assist the Vigil in the room, but he couldn't do much, and he will also die to the Maverick. So it's all down to the Bandit, the Pulse, and the Smoke in hands of It's Jawad. So the operator lineup for defenders is actually still pretty good, and they can still pretty easily win it out if the Pulse can land a C4 on anyone inside of kitchen or on main stairs hallway. But they have to play it perfectly, and the Bandit can actually trick the Thermite's exothermic charges. He can C4 him. He's just peeking through the hole. Actually too late now. Just moved in the last moment, and the Jackal will be tracking the Pulse most probably. Meanwhile, the Bandit actually ate a lot of damage, and he's inside, so Smoke will get rid of Lonesome. And on the other hand, Pulse has actually rotated to the other side of Armory, and now it's down to a 3v4, and majority of the attackers are inside of kitchen. They will drop immediately, so if we are getting rid of controller, so diffuser in hands of Far.me, he will be planting the bomb. It's all up to the Pulse in hands of Jedi, and he will be taken down by actually not IQ but Sax God. I don't know how he managed to land the shots actually, so actually he did manage to find an angle. And Sax God getting 2 kills, I believe, from the main stairs, so defenders couldn't do much there as they were cut off from the back part of Arsenal or Armory after opening a lot of holes inside of kitchen and also opening the hatch. So what they could have done is make some short holes to throw some impact grenades that could have been brought by the Smoke or the Legion if they had picked him. So they could have done the same thing as MADLADS and denied the access to the kitchen hatch, and that could have been pretty useful for them as the attackers at the end did drop from the hatch, so that wouldn't have happened and the story might have been different. But nevertheless, they will switch their site and they will not go to church this time, and they'll go to CCTV, and they will also 6th pick off of the Caveira, so not picking the Bandit initially and then picking it on later, so playing with the minds of the attackers, and probably they will think that they are not going to go to CCTV as they don't have the Bandit, but they will go to CCTV as they have 6th picked onto the Bandit. So the defenders having a good lineup to hold onto this site. A Smoke to ignite the plant behind the server rack right here if they can stay alive behind this cash room tables. He'll be opening a lot of holes. Okay, they're still not good enough for him to vault, but he'll clear that out later, I'm sure. On the other hand, Demon actually reinforced both the walls towards logistics office, so they are using 3 of their reinforcements right there, so they might not be able to reinforce the bottom part of garage, which actually they have not reinforced a single wall of. The Doc also not having, actually he has an ADS with him to assist him, and the Legion will also place some goo mines downstairs. As majority of the attackers have spawned towards main gate, some of them might have spawned toward warehouse. Yes, they are. The diffuser in hands of Uzi. The Jackal can use his ITA shotgun. Actually, they have a buck as well, so he can also deny the Bandit tricking from downstairs. Majority of the defenders are towards the south side of the map, I believe, southeast side of the map. So the attackers can take control of master bedroom and downstairs pretty easily to deny anyone from going down and C4ing. Actually, I don't think actually the Bandit has a C4 in its hands, so if he stays alive he can deny the plant in its last seconds, and Uzi will go inside of stock room with the diffuser in his hand. So that might not be a good idea, but there is no one downstairs to contest him, and he will most probably very soon open up some holes from downstairs to deny the Bandit from bandit tricking. But that could have been done by the Buck, but the Buck will be watching the hatch. Sorry about that. The Buck will be watching the hatch for any of the attackers, defenders to drop down, and actually he will rotate to. So they have found a spot on the Dock. A nice shot from the Buck of Lonesome. So very well coordinated with his team, opening up the wall inside of garage, and the IQ actually still watching the flank for anyone coming from bar. So if some very nice coordination from MADLADS, and the bandit will still be trying to bandit trick, but the thermite is nowhere near the wall, and the bandit is just being baited, I believe. And Legion, on the other hand, getting a 2k on Lonesome and Yuzi will be immediately traded out by, actually not the Legion, but IQ will trade out onto Jedi in Jaeger. So Zofia taking the head of control, and she will just vault right in, and she will see the barrel of smoke, shotgun sticking out, and she will lift a lot of shots on the smoke, but the smoke will also hit us, hit her. But Legion getting a triple kill and finally being shut down by Farmi, and it's all up to the smoke in hands of his Jawad, but he will not be able to do much as the thermite of Farmi will take care of him. And a nice attempt by the Legion getting the 3k, but those were all the kills I believe that their team got, and it's match point in favor of MADLADS. So not looking good for IOWN Esports, and I have to point out that coordination from Buck and the other guy, whoever was droning for him inside of garage. He immediately opened up the soft wall and shot at the head of the dog playing inside of garage. So that's why you should have used some of your reinforcements downstairs in garage and not reinforced all of the logistics office. That's not a part of the map that most of the attackers like to push from, I would say. But it's all up to an individual team, and that's what they liked and that's what they did. Moj is wishing for some very bad things in the chat.
Attackers need to locate and defuse as many bombs as they can.
And once again, Demon's team, IOWN Esports, will try to hold on to CCTV garage as they have brought the bandit, the Jaeger, not dog, but hey, that's good. That's very good that they have learned from their mistakes, and they are gonna reinforce the bottom walls, all the 6 walls of garage. So that's pretty good from them, learning from their mistakes and adapting to the attack of MADLADS. So this time it might be a little more difficult to get rid of the guy playing inside of garage, as garage control is very influential in attacking CCTV cache rooms. If you get the garage control, pretty much the round is in your hands if your team doesn't make any dumb mistakes. So once again, majority of the attackers spawning towards the main gate. It looks like MADLADS prefer to spawn towards the main gate, and they immediately make their way to the building, placing claymores, opening up windows. So MADLADS very fast and swift in their attack. So what I like about their attack is they don't forget about their flanks, and they have droned the majority of the map, and they keep a close eye on any flank coming through bar. But even though they had droned out much of the bar and had IQ watching the flank, I don't know how, but somehow Legion managed to get 2 kills. That might have not been a flank, that might have been him coming through the sides, the main stairs towards cache room. But even nevertheless, he got 3 kills in that round, and 2 of them were in a phase where the attackers should have been watching for their angles, all of their angles. So the Buck will not be able to Buck open the wall this time around as it's reinforced, but the Jackal is still tracking one of the defenders upstairs, and Buck will start opening up the floor from downstairs, and that's not where the bandit is gonna bandit trick. He knows actually. This is not soft this time around. It's reinforced this time around, and they are gonna bait the bandit to try to bandit trick, but the thermite actually is not deploying his exothermic charges as of now, and a lot of the attackers are. Two of the attackers are actually contesting the Buck from downstairs, and the thermite will finally deploy his charge as the bandit has been pushed way far behind to deny him from even trying to Buck open the wall. What they could have done better is, instead of like coming downstairs and shouting everywhere and opening up all the floor from downstairs and giving the chance and time for bandit to move to a new position, what they could have done is coordinated with the thermite and only Buck open the floor when the thermite was deploying his charge. That way he could have gotten the kill onto the bandit, but nevertheless they have lit up the bandit and actually already got a kill onto the Legion. But Smoke of its Jawad is actually still holding on to construction, and he's being pushed by two of the attackers. Actually, they have actually managed to open up the logistics wall as well, and the Smoke will be contested by the Zofia of Sack Squad, and Smoke is still holding on strong to this construction site. Meanwhile, on the other part of the map, Legion getting actually Smoke taking care of Maestro, taking care of one of the attackers. The Legion Jaeger walking inside, and he will not be able to see the planter, and Maestro still inside of garage, full HP. He can kill the Jackal of Uzi very easily. It's all up to him now, 1v3, and it's looking pretty difficult for Uzi, as majority of the attackers have already set up their angles and they know pretty well the position of Maestro, but Jackal will not see him, and he was not able to reload his gun, and he only has 6 bullets. He has to go through the reload animation once more, so he one more time he'll fail, and he has to switch to his shotgun. He might be able to confirm this kill. Yes, he will, and this round is pretty much over, and the game will be won by MADLADS with a pretty dominant score line of 7-2. GG's in the chat, and unfortunately we had some bad start of the game, some bad pings and bad side selection, but finally we have managed to end the game on a score of 7-2 in favor of MADLADS. So MADLADS will win this one with a score of 7-2. And that's it for this match, and we will see you with the next match that is going to be between, let me tell you, you can go to tournament.com and go to Bro League, and you can see the schedule for all the matches, and the next match is between Outrage Gamers and JPG. I believe that's their first game as well. So that's it for this match. We'll see you in the next one at 8:30.